Now, Action 10's Cole Vaughn with your Doppler 10 weather forecast.
Well, the winter storm put several inches of snow on the ground in the Texas Panhandle. The heaviest snow fell in Amarillo, which got around 7 inches of snow. The storm system also brought snow to parts of Oklahoma and Arkansas. And this is a part of the same storm that is bringing the cooler temperatures to the coastal bend. We're just not going to see any of the white stuff here on the ground in the coastal bend. So here's a look outside now from Beeville. You can see the skies are kind of pretty. We're going to likely have some cool clouds as we go through the next day or two, just thanks to this cold front moving through and a little upper disturbance moving overhead. So be on the lookout for some cool skies as we go through the next few days. Other than that, Beeville looking pretty nice right now, just looking a tad chilly. We've also got the wind that's blowing extremely strong out there, blowing north at 29 miles per hour. In fact, most locations in the coastal bend are all over 15 miles per hour, and we've seen some that have made it over 30 miles per hour, believe it or not, today. And that is why we are under a wind advisory, at least the coastal counties are. That's all areas here in this chocolate brown color. Winds are going to be blowing from 25 to 35 miles per hour, gusting even higher than that through tomorrow at about 9 a.m. The gale warning is a similar thing. It's just for the water, and that means winds are blowing 25 to 40 knots and could be raising those seas up to 8 to 13 feet. So a big hazard for the mariners out there. That goes until 2 p.m. on Tuesday. So here's the temperatures now. Cold front is just now moving through Corpus Christi, but the cold air is kind of lagging a little bit behind it. You can see the more steep divide right up here from Houston to San Antonio. That's where kind of that burst of cold air is moving through. So already 45 in San Antonio, but below freezing up there in the Texas Panhandle where they had that snow earlier today. So here's a look at the upper level pattern, because this is what is causing all of this. See this big dip in the jet stream? That's all cold air back on the back side of it. It's finally made it down here into Texas, but watch the bulk of that cold air finally make it into South Texas as we hit tomorrow night. That's when it's going to be the coldest around here, is on Tuesday night. Then Wednesday night still going to be pretty chilly, but that cold air is going to start retreating back to the north. And then Thursday and Friday, we're going to have that northwesterly flow aloft, which is going to bring in the sunshine across our area. So let's take you through tomorrow morning. By the time we hit sunrise tomorrow morning, I think we're looking at temperature around 39 degrees. So nobody's going to hit freezing tonight. We're all just going to be there probably just under 40 degrees for most of the coastal bend. Then as we hit the middle part of tomorrow, we're looking at 49 degrees in Corpus Christi. That's going to be our high temperature for tomorrow. I don't see very many folks making it over 50 degrees. Even though the sun will come out, it's going to be very, very chilly out there. And then by Tuesday night, this is when things really start getting cold. Numerous locations already in the 30s by midnight. Roll that clock forward to around the sunrise hour. Look at all the pink numbers. Those are all areas that are either at freezing or below. Now, this particular computer model does not have Corpus Christi below freezing. However, it's missing a little bit of data, and I think really and truly we are likely to hit freezing even here in Corpus Christi, with the exception being out there along the island. So that's why we are under a weather alert, the freeze watch that goes into effect tomorrow night. It's not for tonight, not till Tuesday night. 6 to 9 hours below freezing for most locations. So this is going to be the first good freeze. We're going to see the 20s for the inland areas of the coastal bend and 30s right here in the coastal counties, but I do expect most folks to get below freezing. So believe it or not, this takes us way back. Average first freeze would be December 27th. I'd say we're a tad early, but exactly how early are we? October 31st, that's the earliest freeze we've ever had here in Corpus Christi. In fact, for Tuesday night, that would be the 4th earliest freeze if indeed that freezing mark does verify. So that's something we'll be watching closely. Obviously, a little bit out of the norm. Something else a little bit out of the norm too. Let's show you here on Future Tracker. By the time we hit tomorrow morning, we're going to have a little upper disturbance move overhead, and this could produce some very light drizzle like what we've seen in parts of the coastal bend today. So look at this. San Antonio area, by 3 o'clock tomorrow morning, it would not be totally out of the question for a few snow flurries to fall up there in the hill country. Then as we get closer to sunrise over there near the Houston area, maybe a couple of sleet pellets. We're not going to see any of this in the coastal bend. And even the folks that do see it to our north, I promise you, they're still going to school tomorrow. There's not going to be any school cancellations from this. So now it's time for your 7-day forecast, brought to you by AutoNation. AutoNation will purchase your car even if you don't purchase a vehicle from them. Shop now at the AutoNation lot near you. So as we go into tomorrow, another chilly day. 49 degrees is that high temperature, but we start to see the sunshine. Sunshine sticks around through Thursday and those morning freezes on Wednesday and Thursday. As we get into Friday, we're still mostly sunny, temperatures in the 70s, and then we finally make it up there closer to average as we hit the weekend.